Hello. Today I'm going to do an art review. This is an art piece I had commissioned. I brought it all the way out here so we could get it in the sunlight and really appreciate, because like lighting matters. If you were to do this review inside like fluorescence, LED, incandescent, it won't look the same. I recently got this frame so I could, make it look nice, and not just for the review, but I actually like this piece. It's cool. I wanted to, give good credit to the artist, Tim Ozman. You can see he signed there. I'm not sure, it's been a while, and there's a lot of stuff on Tim's Ko-Fi. I don't know if all of those commission slots got filled up or not, but for a while Tim was doing AI art commissions. And since I enjoy IPS and I enjoy Tim's art, it was kind of a no-brainer to go ahead and have him draw a commission. And I hope I didn't cause you too much trouble, Tim, with my, crazy personality. I try to be, a good customer, a good Patreon, as much as any other social responsibility and all that. So here's the piece. This was originally an AI render. I think I told the AI to draw Kiri from the manga Blame, which is Blame. It is a really cool manga. I read it when I was younger and I really enjoyed it, and it inspired me to become an artist, and it is influential on my art style. And I think this turned out great. I think it's better, definitely, than the AI render. And I mean, I don't know, I think that's a female version of Killy, depending on how you want to pronounce it. And I love how if you're into the manga, you know that especially when they back in the day and when they're first produced, there's like fan translations or scandalations. And so as you can see, character is left-handed, and that's as much an artifact of the fact that there's two different versions of the Blame manga. One of them, Kiri, is right-handed, and one of them, Kiri, is left-handed. That's entirely an artifact of the fact that there's both a fan translation and an official translation. And I haven't read both of them side by side, but also the fact that the sound effects that you'll see in manga are often Japanese characters, and so there's different ways whether you want to convert those sound effects into English sound effects or leave them as the original while just translating the dialogue and words. And so different people have different preferences. But anyway, so that's cool how that came out, that this female Kiri is left-handed. And I gave Tim like a few different AI renders. I wasn't sure if he was going to take my prompt and render a new one or pick one of the ones that I sent him, and he picked one of the ones I sent him. I think he made a good choice. I'm very happy with the final product. Like, I'm happy to have this hanging up in my room or my house, wherever I want to display it. I really like how the frame turned out too. I mean, I noticed this before I even picked the frame, the way that I'll kind of get into the details, but it's not absolutely black there is some kind of brown tone to this coloration. And because I bought 2 frames, he's so cool. He gave me a free Penguinati, so I have one of his penguin paintings, which is awesome. I almost kind of like the penguin one better. And I got 2 frames. I kind of had to pick, and so I used the black frame with the penguin who's done in full color, and I used this brown frame for the female Kiri, even though she's like black and white, because it just looks better this way. And it does kind of bring out these very subtle brown tones in the ink. I can't remember exactly. You might have to ask Tim, or maybe I should ask him again. I think this is like watercolor pencils, or in some kind of acrylics. I'm not sure exactly what medium he's using here. But overall, it's a wonderful product. I'm very pleased. I'm very happy. Thank you so much, Tim. I've been wanting to do this video for a long time, and to really give it justice. And you know, this is cool. I'd love. Can I take a picture? Go for it! Woo! Hell yeah! I might leave that in. Anyway, yeah. Wonderful art. I'm very pleased. 10 out of 10. Would commission again. Good job, Tim. We even got some hecklers driving by. Oh, and since I've done the review more or less, I wanted to just throw in some auto hoax themed content. And kind of explain, like, I'm not trying to be Tim Ozman. I'm not trying to replace the Infinite Plane Society particularly. What I'm doing with auto hoaxology is I'm playing with the philosophy and applying it in ways outside of just necessarily media deconstruction. So I just want to make that clear, that I'm not, you know, I don't think I'm Tim. You know, I respect his uniqueness and his aptitude and the Infinite Plane Society. I'm not trying to take over Infinite Plane Society or like harvest their viewers or anything. You know, my angle, my perspective, my application of philosophy is unique and different. And so is Tim's, and his perspective is very valuable. There's no way I couldn't, even if I wanted to, I couldn't. And so it's very important, you know, if you're interested in this topic, that you spend some time and study Tim's work. And I mean to go back and study further. You know, I stated before, and I maintain, I do want to go through the entire class on Gumroad. I haven't had the opportunity yet. I've been, you know, I'm only one person. You know, I can't be multiple places at once and all that. And it's very fundamental. I mean, Tim explained it, like, you know, if you've been following IPS for a while, you probably already know everything there. But I think that foundational refreshing of knowledge is important. Like, I do it with gun safety. In fact, that might be my 10-hour video. I might spend 10 hours, I've done it before looking at fundamental gun safety YouTube videos, but maybe before I get into other content, I might do a 10 hours of me just watching a high quality gun safety video, so that way I can further impress in my subconscious mind and conscious mind about responsible gun handling. You know, But all that aside, I don't want this video to be about me. I want this to be a review of Tim's art. And so once again, thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Tim. Thank you to the IPS. Thank you to Mr. Nihei. And everyone else involved, all of the people who worked on the AI software, and you know, much love. Until the next time, bye.